Kiss, kiss. Love you.
Love
I'm
you.
proud of you.
I'm doing.
You're strong. You know what I'm doing. I'm about to go live, honey. Hey, gang. The U.S. real estate price collapse. Okay, real estate price collapse. I'm super stoked because there's fear in the air. There's blood in the streets. And today, took the family. We drew for dollars just around the area. And what I've noticed is there's a massive, massive amount of inventory all hitting the streets of the market at one time. So the real estate agents are getting a lot of listings all at one time. And here's the thing, I told you guys this about a month ago, and I said, look, it's kind of like everyone is holding their piss. They got to go really bad, but they're all going to go to the restroom at one time, and they're going to flood the restrooms. Exactly what's happening is that people are just everywhere that I drove. Everyone's coming and listing their houses all at one time for sale. So this is the exact thing that I predicted happening. And now this is what's going to happen. Now we're going to a phase called price discovery, where sellers are thinking that it's still the seller's market. Credit crunches happen. Borrowers can't borrow. You okay? So there's less buyers out there that are going to be able to get a loan. And for a while, I would say anywhere from 6 months to 18 months, transactions are going to slow down, which is going to determine the actual real estate price. And that's when the collapse will happen. Now, this massive inventory that just came in are not even the super motivated or more motivated sellers or even the foreclosures, because once the foreclosure happens, once the banks start foreclosing, because you got to remember, foreclosures is on pause. People can't even, landlords can't even do evictions right now. So once these things are back opened up, when these channels back open up, we're going to see massive inventory of foreclosures called bank owned properties hitting the market. Now we're seeing a massive amount of people just listing their homes in a matter of a week or two. And that's what's going to be the best part, because now we're going to see prices come down. Like, again, we're going to see 6 months to 18 months before price discovery truly happens. And when the inventory comes in for the foreclosures, the banks are going to undercut the civilians, the retail buyers. Here's a great example. We were driving today. We saw a beautiful home that was just built maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. The homeowner is selling their home. They want $470,000 for their home. But here's the thing, just a couple of houses down, there's a builder there, and that builder is selling brand new homes with 10-year warranties, brand new paint and carpet, whatever, for $50,000, $60,000 less than someone that has bought the property. So what happens is these people that just bought this home just a few years ago, they're going to come into the market and they're going to try to compete with a home builder, and they're not going to be able to do that because they're $60,000, $70,000 less. Plus, you get all the warranty. Plus, no one has lived in the home, so it smells brand new. And the same thing's going to happen with the foreclosures. When the bank inventory hits, these sellers will increase the price discovery faster, because these sellers are going to see that, hey, that REO house down the street is, guess what, is selling for a lot lower. So if I want to sell, I got to compete. Once the foreclosure gates open and the forbearance period is over, more and more people are going to be lining up in the foreclosures, and more people are going to try to sell, which all is going to contribute to the avalanche of price reductions, because A, lending is tight. Even though interest rates right now, you can get a 30-year mortgage for 2.5 to 3%, 30-year fixed. Okay, borrowers are not going to be qualifying to get it. They're going to want 20% down. They're going to want more down, which most buyers don't even have, because they're over leveraged buying FHA or VA loans where they don't even have to put any money down. Most of the sellers that I've talked to. Daniel said, yes, subject to heaven. Exactly. I coined the term back in 2016 when I had foresight that I knew that gold was going to be the play that's going to go from $1,100 to thousands of dollars. And I even told everyone on public, what everyone laughed at me. I said, look, subject to heaven is going to come. There's going to be a massive amount of people going to be motivated. And we never seen stuff like this before. And literally, we've never seen stuff like this before historically. Let me give you some breakdown. Interest rate, 30-year mortgage, 2.5. Never in the history of America we ever see mortgages. Guys, in the 1980s, interest rates were 18 freaking percent, guys, 18%. Now it's 2.5 for a fixed. I'm not talking about adjustable or R, I'm talking about a fixed, okay? We are seeing so much money printing that historically we've never seen that in America. I mean, if you look at all the recessions that we ever had and you add the money up together they printed, it doesn't equate to how much they're printing today. We are seeing millions and millions and millions of Americans losing their jobs, right? They're losing their jobs and they're on unemployment, which the states themselves are suffering because they have millions of people to pay in unemployment. At the same time, they have all these what they call un, unfunded liabilities, like the pensions to the firefighters, their teachers, and so on. Okay, and then you have all these baby boomers that have paid into the system, Social Security and what have you. Now it's time for them to collect because this is a time for them to, guess what, retire, right? And you're having states just being sucked on their nipples, if I could say, multiple directions because they have unfunded liabilities, they have millions of people that are out of jobs, and which is going to correlate to people trying to liquidate their homes, and many of them are not going to be able to, which is then going to push the price down. Either way, if the seller does it because they have equity or they don't and it goes to foreclosure and the bank repos it and then turns around and sells it with a real estate agent for $40,000, $50,000 or whatever to compete in the market, depends what part of the country they're in. Okay. Um, Now, what is subject to? What is subject to? People are asking me. Um, I think someone said the price is not going down. That's exactly right. The price will be going down. I would say anywhere from 6 to 18 months, because you got to think about it. Just a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, sellers thought, "Oh my God, this is a seller's market," right? And so when they now are coming back to the market, and again, inventory just hit like crazy. The past 2 weeks, so many people have been listing their homes, especially in my area. Okay, so everyone comes and does the listings all at one time, which is the start of the doom because all this inventory hits. Now buyers are not going to be able to qualify because unlike just a few months ago, bank had really tightened their lending. Okay. And so many people are not going to qualify because they're going to need a certain type of credit score. They're going to need 20% down and so on and so on. And that's when the price massacre will happen, which then will lead into a foreclosure massacre because so many people have homes that they just bought 5, 6 years ago or between that time, right? And they bought the house at the top of the market, uh, and now the house prices are coming down. And a lot of these home sellers are not going to have skin in the game. I mean, like a lot of VAs that I talk to, they got beautiful homes with no money down because they serve in the military. So do you think these people are going to keep making the monthly payments on a property that's upside down 20%, 15%? Now, this is why I love subject to, because if I pay cash for a home, right, I have to get the numbers right. What is the numbers? The calculation is I got to buy deep, and I mean deep because cash demands a discount, right? What is the formula? It's basically 60 cents minus repairs is what a cash offer is, because a cash offer is not like the bank appraisal. A bank appraisal is how much the bank's willing to get someone to debt. A cash appraisal is how much the smart investor is willing to pay for the property, right? So there's a big difference. A CMA and a bank appraisal are kind of closer to together versus a cash, kind of like if how insurance pays for a car collision. They don't pay the retail; they pay what the actual cash value is. Okay, so it works the same way. If you guys have any questions, comment, leave it below. I'll be happy to answer for you. Thank you, sweetheart. But in 2020, why it's going to be a subject to heaven? Because there's going to be massive amount of people are motivated. There's massive amount of inventory. There's going to be a shortage of lending, and then prices are going to come down. Now, what makes subject to so powerful versus a all cash deal? That's why I never work REOs or bank owned properties or go to the auction, because there's too much competition. Everyone's looking at the same deals. but you got to have all the cash at once to buy the property. One example is that if the house is worth $200,000 and you're buying it for 150 at the auction, you got to put all the 150 up. Versus a subject to OPM, other people's mortgages, is a strategy that I teach at MrNoFluff.com, which is I I negotiate in a way to have the seller become my private bank. Again, I have this now. It's not for every seller because there's so many sellers that are not motivated. It only works with distressed sellers. It only works with motivated sellers. So the whole marketing is about not sellers that want to list with a real estate agent. No, no, no. The people that must sell their home. Okay. So who I target right now, if you guys want my systems, because what I do is I target 13 different ponds that no one or very small amount of people go fish there. I don't go the REO, I don't go the MLS, I don't go to the auction. There's too many, there's too many competitors just sitting around like a shark tank going around looking for that prey. Right. So I don't like that much competition because I'm not gonna find great deals. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to go to auction or REI and get seller financing. I'm not gonna be able to go to auction and buy 60 cents on a dollar minus repairs. No, I'm not going to be able to get that. There's so many other competitors there. However, if I market to a motivated seller, if they own their house free and clear, or if they have a mortgage, it doesn't matter. As long as they're distressed, as long as they're motivated, I can create a win-win situation for them and for me. Just like the pawn shop. Not everyone goes to a pawn shop, but a lot of people go to a pawn shop, and that's exactly the line of business that I'm in. So if you guys are interested in learning about my Alchemy Stone, which is basically my whole system. Okay, the whole system in automation where the deals come in, the offers are being made, the sales are being made, the follow-ups being made, all in automation where you're just sleeping or you're hanging out with your kids at the park or you're going looking at deals, whatever you're doing, the deals are coming in. Now, so the Alchemy Stone is the system that I personally use, and I help many of my students. Is that the first thing we focus on is free lead generation, because creativity is more powerful than a credit card or a bunch of money. I believe that in my heart, and I found 13 pawns that are highly motivated sellers there that most people don't even realize or don't even know how to get these people's information. So I share with you how to do that. But here's the amazing thing: these 13 pawns will not require you to make any cold calls, does not require you to contact them because the system, the automation, does it for you, right? From all the way from getting the free traffic, all the way to the sales, all the way to the follow up, all the way to the closing is pre-made. So all you have to do is just be there to catch the ball when the seller calls you, because at that time they're already been pre-sold. They're just calling you because through the system, we build enough credibility, we educate them, we get the leads in. It's all automated, which is ingenious because who wants to do cold calling? Now, the system uses many different marketing, but majority of it is for free or almost for free because I love using creativity, imagination versus thousands of dollars. Now, it works so much better than all the other stuff because there's not that much competition. So I don't need to spend thousands of dollars because other people haven't thought about this stuff, right? And then I've automated it. So when I do have to touch them, it's not me touching them, it's my systems that are touching them. So what is the alchemy stone? Well, the alchemy stones is a gravity force that pulls in the sellers, traffic, highly motivated sellers, not just any Joe and Bob, all right, pulls them into your funnel. And through automation, we keep touching the sellers, we build rapport with them, we give them the offers, all in automation, putting our foot up, right? And it's unbelievable because people don't realize that technology has evolved so much that you can do that. Plus, we incorporate my six for success into that, where we touch them 6 different times. On top of that, in 6 different medias. On top of that, we have a contingency plan. We have a backup plan because when we give offers to people, 90% of people, if not more, will say no to us because that's how they're programmed. And the contingency plan now goes after these people and keeps communicating with them and educating them all in autopilot. Well, I don't even have to call them this, or I don't have to send them an email, or I don't have to do any of the marketing because the systems do it. Now, if you're interested in getting the whole franchise, basically it's a franchise without the franchise fee. It's a business in a box. It's from A to Z. Now, this system is not about teaching you how to, this philosophical ways of doing deals. Love you. No, I'm not finished, darling. Okay. The alchemy stones does not teach you this philosophical ways of like, hey, what is this? What is, it teaches you how to get a freaking deal, right? A to Z. It creates traffic for you in autopilot. It creates the sales for your autopilot. It creates the follow-ups in autopilot. It creates the pre-closing where the sellers are already ready to go with you and they reach out to you. So you don't have to do that. You can put it into the system and move on, guys, okay? Which is so powerful. And one of the most important things about any funnel is the lead generation, because you can have the most beautiful mousetrap, but if you don't got no mouses, it's not going to work. And so what makes the alchemy stone so different is that I have 13 pawns that are for free or almost for free, where you can get massive amount of leads and traffic that are from highly motivated seller. Every one of those pawns are highly motivated, and I show you how to get this information for free. Now, here's the other thing that I'm teaching in the alchemy stone that I've never shared with people is advanced skip tracing. So once we get this information, I show you how to find these sellers, their names, their emails, their social media, their cousins, their family members, their cell phones, everything you can imagine. Everything you can imagine, totally for pennies on the dollar, right? So I teach you how to harvest the data, what I call data mining. So we create you the traffic, then we show you how to mine the seller's data so you can do the 666 for success, where you could touch them 6 different times, 6 different medias. We show you how to find these people's information, their emails, their social media, LinkedIn, all that good stuff, Facebook, so you can reach out to them, right? Without spending hundreds and thousands of dollars. Huh? Awesome. Thank you. So here's the wife was telling us someone else has bought the alchemy stone. So guys, here's the thing. We're selling these things out really, really quick. So I wouldn't wait around because I sell this course for $9,000. Straight up, I sell this course for $9,000. It's a 2 freaking day training. It's not one of those trainings. Is again like you go and you buy courses and they want to buy. I'm giving you my whole system from lead generation all the way to the closing and the paperwork to give offers. What I call my terminator offer letter, which is revolutionary, and that's how I get all my subject to deals. So, anyways, it's a very complex system that I've made so you can implement it today. You can get up and running. Now, check this out. If you don't believe in marketing and you don't have a job and you're broke, this is not for you. This is not for you. I'm sorry. Get to my YouTube channel, get to my blog, download all my free stuff. So this is for someone that wants to do a deal now. This is for someone that wants to constantly do deals constantly, like a real business, because they're tired of doing one deal here and one deal there and one deal there. They don't want that. They want to have a real business. So this is someone that's ready to explode. This is like someone buying a franchise that costs 100K, 20K without the franchise fee, without the royalty fee. I'm just giving you my business system that I've implemented and I've helped out other people implement. For example, I have a student named Jay. He took the alchemy stone. He paid a lot more than what we're charging right now, 97, 997. He paid a lot more. But after 5 weeks of going to the course, he landed himself a $26,000 check, and he went and took his wife to Hawaii. You want to go check his story out? Go to alchemystone.mrnofluff.com. Okay, amazing story, ladies and gentlemen. So this system helps get these deals, especially in today's market, because there's so many freaking motivated sellers. Now, I'm the first one to tell you that 2019, 2020 is the best time to be a real estate investor. And this is not a financial advice, this is just my opinion, because there's so many freaking motivated sellers out there. Okay. I don't like to invest back into 2016. I actually exited my properties and I warned everyone what's coming, right? Because I have foresight. Most people don't listen. I don't look at charts or this news. I have my ear to the heartbeat of the street, right? And I told everyone that gold was the play and the market's going to tank. And we already saw the markets tank 30, 40%. They're going to tank more. We're going to see real estate prices is going to be subject to heaven. I don't know how to explain it. It's going to be subject to heaven. It's already started. So let me take some comments. All right. So we got, it says subject to heaven. Danny, you're right about that. Price is not going down. Uh, man, maybe in your area it's not going down, but man, just watch. And if you want to bet some money, prices are going to go down. There's going to be massacre in the real estate world, and millions of people are going to lose their homes, and millions of people are going to be upside down on their homes, and they're just not going to want to accept that, especially if they're a real estate agent, mortgage brokers. That I don't want to accept the reality, but we'll see. We'll see, dude. We'll see. Okay. I like doing wraps myself, just in case the seller gets flaky later on down the line. Man, I'm 100% with you. I teach wraps. See, the very first thing is, guys, everyone tries to confuse you because I've been there myself. When I started learning about real estate, I learned like 10 steps ahead, right? And it didn't do me any good because if I didn't have sellers, if I didn't have leads, I would never be able to do a wrap or do a subject to. So the very most important part of this business is lead gen. And that's the very first funnel we set for you. It's an automation. So instead of you doing the cold calls, the system will do it for you. Instead of you doing the emails, the system will do it for you. And many other things that I don't share, okay, publicly because I don't want competition. And believe it or not, a lot of people watch this stuff and they have their own YouTube channels and buying my courses and retraining people with my stuff. So I don't want to put it out there, but it's revolutionary because no one's doing it. Very small amount of people are doing it, and the guys are doing it. They're not even in this industry; they're in IT industry. And the reason I know about it because I've been in IT since 1999. I've been outsourcing since 2000, so I understand the power of leveraging $1. And I show you exactly how to do that too. For example, in my Alchemy Stones, I show you how to get people to mine this data for you, to find these motivated sellers, their phone numbers, their emails, their social media, their cousins, their mamas, everything, right? And have someone to do it in a third world country where you're paying them 75 cents an hour. That's right, you heard me right. That equates to $120 a month. So imagine you have someone working for you, you pay them $120 a month, and they work 40 hours a week for you. They're doing all the hard digging. So this system uses automation, it uses, third world leverage, it uses the world currency, which is the dollar, and changes it so we can get more bang for our money. It's revolutionary. And again, we only have a few more seats left available, guys. I only have 20, and they've been selling out. So I wouldn't wait around. I sell this course for 9,000 bucks. You can get it for 997. And here's the thing: I've also given you, because I know there's three types of people out there. A lot of my followers, thanks for watching. There's three types of you. Some of you guys never done a deal before. So guess what? I took a student that had never done a deal before. They came to the Alchemy's course, and we filmed it for 2 days because it's a 2 day course all day. So the guys or gals that are new, you'll get that video too. Some of you guys are mid pros, you're in the middle, right? Like you're doing deals, but you're not constantly doing deals. Well, guess what? I had a student that's in that same exact level, and we filmed it for 2 days. And you also get that. So not only do you get the beginner guy, you also get that middle level guy. And then we also had a student, one second, sweetheart, that was a pro. He's been doing deals. He's just trying to scale off, right? And take his business to the next level. He has already acquisition, man. But guess what? We filmed that too. So when you download the Alchemy Stones, you're getting not one, not two, three freaking students with different mindsets, with different skill levels, with different levels in their business, and you're getting all that. So you're getting basically almost $40,000 of training for just 997. And why am I doing it? Because again, I believe in my heart of my hearts, this is the best time, and I want to help 20 people be their dreams, and that's why I'm just basically giving it away. This is revolutionary. One second, guys. You want to go inside, sweetheart? Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Go ahead, though. All right, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know I'm scripted. I just go live. I don't edit. You get what you see, guys. Nothing fake about it. All right. Let me answer you guys' questions, guys. You got any questions? Leave it below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Okay. So yeah, man, irons. I love wraps. Very good. Prices will go higher this time around. Someone says prices will go higher. Even everyone will receive mortgage if you can breach, you will get mortgage. I don't think prices will go up. I believe that prices will come down significantly. Okay, and there's going to be massive foreclosures, and there's going to be massive people that are going to be motivated. There are already massive amount of people being motivated, and we're about to have the greatest depression we ever seen in America. And if you watch CNN, if you watch NBC, then you're probably thinking like you're thinking, right? But All right, guys. Got some other questions. Someone asked, well, how long is the Alchemy Stone training? Well, it's a 2 day, full day seminar. So it's an 8 hour the first day, 8 hour the second day. We teach you the whole system. We help you set the whole system up, right? This is a film, but you get to go through it when I'm going through my students, like setting up their system one, setting up all the funnels. We also show you how to, you know, set up uh, your net where when people hit your website it converts, because what's the point of having a website that doesn't convert? We help you set up your whole system. You're basically getting a business in a box, from lead generation all the way to the paperwork, to the closing, to the follow-ups, to the sales, to Facebook marketing. I mean, there's so many different things. To most important thing is they're all in automation. People ain't doing it, right? So how good it is to, hit 10,000 people with a click of the button. I show you how to do that. How great it is to call 10,000 people, right? Without even calling them with a click of a button. I show you how to do that. I show you how to set up all the system. How good it is to follow with 1,000 people with a click of a button. I show you how to do that, guys. Okay. And so your system is working for you. So you're not working. It's basically having an AI business, if you want to say that, because you don't need to have employees. The systems are doing all the work. Just kind of like a assembly line, right? You back in the days, you had the assembly line. You have humans there, right? Today, you go to a Tesla factory. That same assembly lines, there's machines there, and so I am taking the human part out. I'm taking the acquisition group out. I'm taking the buyer side out, and I'm incorporating it into machines for you. Okay, and here's a great thing. This is We do it for you. The whole thing is done. It's not like what is it called? Like theory. You actually see us setting it up from student number one, beginner, student number two, student number three. So it doesn't matter where you are, you get to see how we adapt the alchemy stones for each type of mindset or skill set. It doesn't matter if you're a pro, you could definitely use this. If you're new and you want to do deals now, you definitely can use this. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of different places they're going to give you a funnel, but good luck, because a funnel doesn't mean anything unless you have the traffic. And I'm not going to have you spend hundreds and thousands of dollars to get traffic. I'm going to show you how to do it for free, almost for free. I'm going to show you how I get it for free. And I'm going to show you my lead source provider so you can get it for free, guys. So you can get it for free. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I'll get back with you. Peace.